welcome to Zinnov Confluence 2025. Just a quick show of hands. How many of you are joining us for the first time? Wow. I've been doing this welcome note for the past 18 years, and every time I do, I am so amazed with how big this network is becoming, and how rich the conversations are happening, and how much we have accomplished in the last couple of decades. So with that, thank you so much for coming here. And this is the crowd and this is the conversations that always pushes us to make it bigger and better every year. So first of all, appreciate all your support, and thank you for coming here in spite of the traffic. So thank you. So the reason why we are here is because we are at this audacious moment where there is so much transformation that is happening that's literally redefining how we make decisions, how we innovate, how we work, as well as how we adapt to the changes that is coming at us at such a rapid pace. So the theme, as Vishal was talking about, the limitless leadership in the age of AI, is just not few words put together. It's a call to action for every leader in this room and beyond. Why it's so important now? The reason, the biggest reason, is the speed at which everything is evolving. So if you look at the historically, it took almost 6,000 years for the agriculture to reach about 100 million people. Now in the modern age, if you look at telephone, it took almost 75 years to reach 100 million users. Internet, much, much faster, 16 years. Then you kind of fast forward, Android phones, 2.5 years. We thought that was very fast. Then came the darling of all our smartphones, ChatGPT, took 2 months. And the most disruptive force that happened in 2025, the DeepSeek moment, DeepSeek apparently took less than 2 weeks to reach 100 million users. That's the speed that we are talking about, right? So, as we say, if you are not accelerating, you are actually decelerating. There is nothing called status quo anymore. So we have to adapt as fast as we can. We have to kind of leverage every tool that is available literally at the light speed, because if we don't, somebody else is going to. So, having said that, what does limitless means? Limitless, especially with AI, means it's going to make us a faster, stronger, better, smarter version of ourselves than who we are today. How do we make it happen? The AI agents, the engines that are going to work with you and alongside you, are going to make us to make decisions much faster. They are going to unlock the constraints that exist in that world. They're going to unlock the possibilities for us. They're going to empower you to grow and achieve with the scale that has been unprecedented before we have these tools in our pockets. Okay? Since we are all living in this, or co-living with AI, this year I thought I will do something unique. I have been giving this welcome note for many of you who is a repeat audience all the time. So this time, I thought, why not I actually walk the path that I'm telling you to walk? Let me introduce you to my companion called Noah. As you could imagine, the Noah comes from Zinnov. It has the same DNA as us. It is going to be a better version of me. Already it is a better version of me because it can do many things that I'm not able to do, right? So anyway, so the Noah is my digital twin for this conference. So with that, actually let me introduce you to Noah.
Hello, Vamsee. I'm present and processing. I've reviewed your last 17 Confluence keynotes. There's a 92.6% probability I can deliver this one better. Would you like me to take over?
See, that's what's happening. When people say that AI is going to replace you, I never imagined it's going to start with the job that I cherish the most the entire year. But anyway, jokes apart, I just want to kind of, use my companion to deliver the best welcome note that I have ever done in the past 18 years, right? And Noah, when we were actually, training you, we were asking you many questions. And one of them we were saying is, or having the conversation is, AI is not going to make us limitless by replacing us, but by eliminating the limits that are placed on us. How do you think it works?
Of course, Vamsee. Let's ground this in reality and explore what AI means in practice, across classrooms, clinics, and factory floors. In healthcare, Microsoft's medical AI has achieved an 85% accuracy rate in diagnosing complex cases, a stark contrast to the average 20% accuracy among doctors. In manufacturing, Bajaj Auto and Tata Motors are using AI for robotics and predictive maintenance, cutting downtime, improving precision, and freeing up human talent for innovation. These aren't stories of AI replacing people, they're stories of humans and AI doing more together.
Wonderful. So, Noah, since you have access to those trillions of data points, you have the context of all the leaders who are here. They are all from GCCs, right? And GCCs and global leaders that have all assembled here. Can you kind of tell us what are the 4 major innovation bottlenecks that the leaders here should or must solve for this year?
Request received, Vamsee. Running analysis across top GCC markets and India leadership trends.
Wonderful. So while Noah is actually going to do that, I want to take a moment to pause and celebrate the ecosystem that we have built in the last 20 years or so. So, as you know, we at Zinnov have been helping global organizations to tap into the India potential for the last 22 plus years. We started setting up our first GCC with Web Methods, which has been acquired by Software AG. That's our first GCC that we have set up that you can see on the left side of yours. And now, in the last 22 years, we just passed our 200th GCC customer in India. And there's something that I'm extremely proud of how much we have come in this last 2 decades. And also very honored to have Tom here, who's from NetSmart, who helped us to achieve that milestone. He is our 200th customer. So thank you, Tom. And our job is to help organizations to set up, scale, and transform their centers so that they transform their organizations, and more importantly, the industry and the world together. So as the AI is changing everything, we believe that India is responding with the right intent, building the right capabilities, acquiring training the right talent. And we believe that, as we have seen in the last 20 years, since when we started being a back office to the transformation center, there is no doubt in my mind that the shift will happen, and we are here to help one GCC at a time to achieve that goal. So while we are running very, very fast, we also want to kind of take a pause here and figure out how can we go deeper. With that intent, we created our Zinnov Foundation, which is chaired by our own Hina Pari. And the intent of the Zinnov Foundation is to do what an AI cannot replace, which is to build communities, unleash human creativity, and build purpose. Because in the world of AI, being human is a superpower. So, Hina and her panelists are going to talk a lot about Zinnov Foundation, how we are actually spearheading the public arts initiative. In fact, last month, we actually unveiled an art in the Bangalore airport. And we are also going to unveil a couple of arts today. So please do check it out. But don't miss the panel tomorrow, because that's where you learn how we are going to become better humans. So with that, let's see.
Vamsee, analysis complete. Let me tell you the top 4 innovation bottlenecks leaders need to solve now. The first one is to lead with the use case, not the tech. Don't chase Gen AI, LLMs, or SLMs for their novelty. Solve real, painful problems. Things that are repetitive, time-consuming, and measurable. That's where AI creates value. The second is making sure your belief drives ROI. The biggest barrier isn't cost, it's conviction. Without leadership backing and a bias for action, even the best tech won't scale. Bet boldly, iterate fast. The third one is to execute and not over-engineer. You don't need the biggest model, just the right one in the right workflow. Start simple, ship fast, improve constantly. And lastly, invest in activating India's AI edge. India has the talent and proximity for AI scale, but ecosystems need activation. Partner, co-build, experiment. The opportunity is here, you just need to move. Each of these challenges are fully solvable, and over the next 2 days, you'll learn how.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nova. Thank you for that. But
Vamsee, I think you're forgetting something very important.
Sorry. I think, it is probably telling me something else. So, sorry about that. So, as Noah is saying, what we are going to accomplish in the next 2 years is to make sure that we learn from each other, be ready for what is ahead of us. And I'm hopeful that whatever we are going to learn today, the biggest thing is going to be not to know everything, but to do something that actually enables us to make decisions faster and move forward. So the agenda, the way that we have designed it, is not to kind of just pack your schedule. It is to kind of create a blueprint that you can take and implement in your organizations. So with that, I just want
Vamsee, I think you're forgetting something very important. Let me help you.
Sorry. Thank you, Noah, for that reminder. Just before I conclude, I want to kind of thank all our sponsors. We can't imagine such a monumental conference without the help of our conference. So huge round of applause for all the sponsors. Thank you so much. Without you, we couldn't even imagine doing something like this. So with that, welcome again to Zinnov Confluence 2025. And I know that the most exciting sessions are to follow me. With that, let me introduce you the biggest thought leader in the GCC space and my friend and the Zinnov CEO, Pari Natarajan. Thank you all.